I'm probably going to upset some people with what I share today, but I am my grandmother's grandson, and sometimes things need to be said. Now, as a spiritual person, as a professional psychic medium, you will never, ever hear me say the words, "You're an empath." I'm an empath. I will never use the word empath. There's a reason for this, and before I go much further, I do want to just say, if you hold on to that idea, if you've picked that up along the way, and that has become an identifier for you, I don't mean to insult you, I don't mean to offend you. What I have experienced over the course of my path is that when I hear somebody, a professional psychic medium, talk about people being an empath, 9 times out of 10, it's usually followed up with how to survive being an empath 101, and then maybe 102. And let's get a piece of black tourmaline in your pocket so you can reject all the negative energies around you. To speak frankly, it's a load of horseshit. It really, really is. If you want to do a deep dive on this, like I have, I've done the research on this. I can send you a link. I can share the article I wrote all about this. The reason why this drives me crazy is, one, there are predatory spiritualists out there that will try to get their claws in you. There are cult leaders, there are predators that will peddle disempowering information. Because most often, when I hear somebody talk about themselves being an empath, I see it from 2 places. 1, spiritual disability. Oh, I'm an empath, I can't go to Walmart. 2, spiritual narcissism. Oh, I'm an empath, I know so much more than somebody else does. Empathy is not a disability, and empathy is something that every human has, aside from the small percentage of people who are sociopaths. Empathy, just like any other human attribute, exists on a spectrum. Athleticism, artistry, all of the qualities that a human can possess exist on a spectrum. Some people have very little empathy. Some people have a lot of empathy. But empathy, no matter where you fall on that spectrum, not a disability, it's a superpower. And as we feel other people in other situations, we have to remember that empathy is about observing, not absorbing. And the difference between sympathy and empathy is simple. Sympathy is I feel sorry for somebody. Empathy is I feel sorry with somebody. Just because you can sense another person's pain does not obligate you to fix it or carry the brunt of it for them. We can stand in support and we can hold space for the people who are suffering in our lives, but that doesn't mean we should be the victim of it. Now, I knew that I was going to have to talk about this, and the card that I pulled for Sunday, August 18th, was the 2 of Swords. Don't allow somebody else to blindfold you with disempowering information. Don't allow somebody to convince you that you're not ascended or wise or that you have to seek enlightenment. You are a human being with human attributes, and those human attributes are superpowers. They are qualities and attributes that should make your life better. Please be careful of spiritualists in this industry who would convince you